10 Mile Lodge occupies 127 square kilometers of unspoiled wilderness south of Quebec's La Vérendrye Park. It has exclusive rights to an outdoorsman's paradise. Since 1992, 10 Mile has been managing this very important parcel of nature for outdoor enthusiasts. This immense area shelters over 40 animal and 150 bird species. It's one of our privileged sites, accessible yet completely isolated. 10 Mile Lodge has many lakes. They can be reached by road or portage. Because of their rational exploitation, they offer an angling experience like the good old days. The same high standards are reflected in small and big game hunting. Look at this, a moose swimming in the lake at sunset. Unbelievable. Many moose are culled annually at 10 Mile. They represent a very high group success rate. Moose hunting is offered in September and October. Each hunting territory is from 40 to 50,000 square acres with a maximum of 6 hunters per party, with only one group per week. No wonder the success rate is so high. A black bear spring hunt is also available. Accessible by highway and secondary road from southern Quebec and Ontario, the main lodge sits on the shores of 10 Mile Lake. The resort is owned by Richard Lauzon, a master log home builder. He is joined by his wife Patty and a great staff to run the place. Its activities are scheduled according to season. Spring and summer are devoted to fishing, ecotourism, and other recreational activities. Fall is, of course, the hunting season. During the winter, the lodge hosts hordes of happy snowmobilers. Cabins are clean, comfortable, and very well equipped. The stay can be enjoyed with or without meals. For the truly adventurous, 10 Mile has outpost camps deep in the forest on Dumoine and Bell Lake, guaranteed to put you in a complete wilderness environment. Magnificent sandy beaches, nature trails, exterior and interior pastimes for the youngsters, all add up to a memorable family vacation. We've chosen this area because of its diversity. Lakes and rivers that teem with aquatic fauna such as walleye, northern pike, and lake trout. Today it's blue walleye time. Lakes Des Moines and Bell are both trophy fish producers. Monsters swim in these prolific waters. To rule out any doubts you may have about the walleye population around here, take a look at this exceptional footage. And this is only a small portion of a huge school captured on tape by our underwater cameraman. Quickly, let's fish around this hotspot. We expect immediate action.
Yes, sir. Fish on, Ben.
Fish on?
We just arrived and 10 Mile already delivers its promise. With a highly attractive lure and an extremely productive body of water, the result was almost guaranteed. Figuring out a pattern for big fish is a great way to start the day. Trolling a crankbait on the 12 to 20 foot drop-off is definitely a classic, which we often use on mesotrophic lakes. With suspending body baits, we found that occasional stop-and-go trolling is very effective here. A nice blue walleye for Ray. It was caught with a Rebel Shad R. Once again, a happy reminder that the popularity of this lure is well deserved. This deep diving crankbait is a walleye catching machine. Angling is rewarding when patience, technique, and experience come together like this. An angler should follow his instincts when he has to choose between rigging, jigging, or trolling. We've picked a winner today. Such success would be unthinkable without a healthy, productive watershed. Protecting this ecology is a top priority here. Highly prolific spawning sites are visited every spring by large breeding females. The survival of the offsprings and their rapid growth are vital for long-term productivity. Luckily, this territory contains hundreds, if not thousands, of these quality sites. Another hook set on a nice walleye serves to confirm our observations. Fishing conditions are close to ideal right now, with a low barometric pressure and a light westerly wind.
Good fighter.
These are hot conditions that trigger fish activity and longer feeding periods. Jigging is the best method for these concentrated fish. With this exciting technique, we can feel the bottom. A big thrill is when the light sensation of a fish pickup is transformed into a successful strike and battle. Fishing this good is the norm here. This nature, so rich in fauna and flora, is a constant distraction from our fishing. Not that we're complaining, mind you, since it's so beautiful. In these stained waters, very bright lures have been producing excellent results, often on the very first cast. Fishing these waters requires our full concentration, as there always seems to be a predator sizing up our presentations. Looks like our lure has fooled another nice fish. We used a slow retrieve along a fast break line fairly close to a bluff-like shore. Sorry to leave early, but it's chow time back at the main lodge. Our hungry anglers are really looking forward to the fine cuisine that is part of a complete plan offered in the main pavilion. The chef looks like he knows what he's doing. We expect the meals to be its reflection. The menu promises freshly prepared meats. 10 Mile Lodge proposes a balanced and healthy diet. A well-laid-out dinner table includes good friends with which one can share the good food, review the day's exploits, its funny moments, and even listen to live music. The Recreation Center has other services which include a bar, satellite TV, a piano, a guitar, and a pool room to spice up those few hours away from sleep and outdoor activities. Three camps are grouped around the main site on the shores of 10 Mile Lake. This is where visitors will find all the available services. This outfitter also offers special summer packages for groups wishing to take their kids fishing. Change of pace, technique, and change of objective. And all for a good reason, as this is the lake that can help us realize our dream of catching a big lake trout. Did you see the bend in that rod? Ray feels enormous pressure as the line slices downward to the bottom. Have we got a lake record here? Incredible! It's actually two lake trout caught on the same rod. On a productive lake, that's what happens when you stack a second lure atop the main one. This alternate lure usually suspends about halfway between the downrigger ball and the surface. It's a sneaky and legal way of covering two levels at the same time. That second laker was probably feeding aggressively. The spoon, flashing well above its head, was irresistible. What's a few feet when you're hungry or curious? Ray and Edward had to confess those two fish had them fooled. It's not the record of the lake, but their combined power had tested his equipment harshly.
This is hard work. There you go.
But quality tackle again prevailed. One fish fell for a Williams Darty spoon, the other for a whitefish model. Two productive lures for an unusual double.
Yes, sir. Oh, this is hard work, man.
Here, anybody can catch trout, like this happy young angler. The rapid growth rate of fish in 10 Mile Lake is due to the exceptional quality of the natural habitat. This environment creates a rich and varied food chain, which leads to a high survival rate. Water quality is possibly the most important factor. Its chemistry and other limnological factors enhance productivity well above the national average.
Yeah, we need a net for this one, Ed.
Yes, fish on. New angling possibilities have opened with the arrival of sophisticated equipment. Now even small craft can be used to angle for trophy fish in the great depths, and that's with the same efficiency as larger boats. This increased mobility has been specially productive on remote lakes.
Come on. Okay, lift. All right. Yes, sir. Good man.
This electric downrigger was very